Gunnerman Group is a go.
Yes! Not just a startup, an upstart.
Gotta get going. Gotta be good.
Good?
Good.
Growth is the goal. How do we do that?
I talked to UPS. They'll help us out. New technology, smart advice. We focus on the business, and they take care of the logistics.
UPS.
Good going.
We get good. That's great.
Great. Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
I love logistics.
Welcome to another edition of Zips Weekly. I'm your host, David Stuntup. We'll take a look back at the past week in Zips athletics, including Akron football's game at Buffalo. The Akron men's and women's basketball teams both opened up their seasons, and Akron men's soccer played in the MAC tournament, looking to bring another championship back to Akron. Akron women's volleyball dropped its final 2 matches last week. Akron fell to Buffalo in 3 sets on Thursday. Sophomore Julia Smaggots led the way with 7 kills, while Ashley Holder dished out 20 assists. The loss put the Zips at 8-22 and 2-13 in the MAC. The Zips came up short after losing at Ball State in 4 sets this past Saturday in the season finale. Julie Shawman led the attack with 8 kills, while senior Mary Delich added 6 kills in the final match of her career. Akron wraps up the season at 8-23, including 2-14 in MAC play. The Akron men's cross-country team finished in 11th place in last Friday's NCAA Great Lakes Regional at the University of Wisconsin. 2 runners placed in the top 50 for the Zips. Sophomore Clayton Murphy came in 23rd place, while junior Trevor Norris finished in 42nd. The women's cross-country team came in 22nd out of 32 teams. Kayla Whitlow was Akron's leading runner after coming in 67th place and running the 6K in 21 minutes and 32 seconds. Both Akron basketball teams started their seasons last weekend inside the jar. The men's team hosted UMBC on Friday night, while the women's team hosted the first ever Akron Classic and had games against Binghamton and Northern Kentucky. Akron women's basketball steamrolled Binghamton 80-49 in its season opener in the Akron Classic last Friday. Junior Anita Brown exploded for a career-high 29 points and 11 rebounds, including 8 offensive boards. Senna King also added a double-double with 19 points and 11 rebounds in her first regular season game in 2 years. The Zips won their season opener for the 3rd straight year.
Great team effort. Didn't shoot the ball very well in the first half, but I think our defense created our offense in the second half from steals, from rebounds. Obviously, Senna and Anita gave us 2 double-doubles. You expect that from your 5th-year senior, and the way that Anita's been practicing and playing since the end of last year is totally carried over, and she just has a ton of confidence. We played a lot of freshmen too. I thought they did a good job. Carrie McMahon gives us a lot of energy. She did turn the ball over a little bit too much tonight, but I think that's going to improve with time. But you can't go wrong with that type of fired energy, diving for the loose balls, and it's just a great team effort.
Akron men's basketball topped UMBC 74-57 in its season opener last Friday. Jake Kretzer scored a team-high 13 points, while Demetrius Treadwell added a double-double with 10 points and 13 rebounds. Freshman point guard Noah Robotham chipped in 8 points and 5 assists in his college basketball regular season debut. The Zips led by as many as 30 points in the second half and shot 8 of 16 from downtown in the final 20 minutes to cruise to their first victory.
I was pleased with our effort. I thought we played hard throughout. Thought the 2 point guards did a really good job in different ways. Good kind of like thunder and lightning, The one guy's different than the other guy, which makes it kind of interesting.
Akron took down Northern Kentucky 82-49 this past Saturday. 4 different Zips players scored in double digits in the win. Anita Brown dropped 22 points and was named the tournament's most valuable player, the MAC East Player of the Week, and the Zips Student Athlete of the Week. Senna King chipped in 17, while Hannah Plybin had 16 points, including 4 threes, and freshman point guard Carrie McMahon added 10. The Zips wrap up the inaugural Akron tournament 2-0.
Well, you know, I can't say enough about Anita. If this was a true tournament, she would have been the MVP for this tournament. Just gives a lot of energy. She rebounds extremely well. She could defend. Her three-point shot is getting much better. It's just been a joy to watch her progress over the last couple of years.
Akron men's soccer hosted the MAC tournament, looking to win its 3rd straight conference tournament championship and 11th in program history. The Zips earned the right to be at home for the MAC tournament after winning the conference regular season title and started off with a semifinal showdown with Western Michigan. Akron doubled up Western Michigan 2-1 in the MAC tournament semifinals last Friday. The Zips trailed 1-0 in the second half, but then tied the game on Adam Najim's penalty kick in the 71st minute, and then took the lead on another penalty kick by Clint Queso in the 75th minute. The win put the Zips in the MAC championship game and helped avenge an earlier loss to Western Michigan during the regular season.
Yeah, I mean, that's a playoff game. You know, intense, physical. You know, doesn't always go to plan, and you just got to find a way through it. You know, I thought for the most part we were pretty good. You know, we made a couple mistakes. You know, the restart goal they got, I think they had another chance in the first half, but we didn't give them much, and it was about us staying patient, sticking to it, and just keep pushing. You know, I think the first game we kind of panicked, and this game we learned from that, stuck with it, and, you know, we rewarded in the end.
The Zips came back to beat Bowling Green 2-1 in the MAC tournament championship match this past Sunday. Bowling Green scored the first goal of the game in the 67th minute, but then 28 seconds later, Akron tied the game at 1 after Adam Najim booted home a penalty kick. Freshman Anthony Macchione scored the go-ahead goal in the 79th minute, and the Zips held on in the final 11 minutes to win their 11th MAC Tournament Championship trophy in program history and to earn an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Najim, Clint Queso, Sam Gainford, and Victor Soto were selected to the all-tournament team.
Yeah, you know, I thought the first half we played really well. You know, the second half, you know, the goal we gave up was a counter. Started off for a corner kick, and it's, you know, disappointing to give up a goal like that. But, you know, I think you saw the young team and their character, and we're starting to mature and find our stride, and, you know, happy with the performance overall.
Akron football headed east on I-90 last Tuesday, November 11th to take on Buffalo. The Zips are looking to end a 3-game slide and get back to 500 in MAC play. The Zips getting ready to battle the Bulls at UB Stadium. Second play from scrimmage, Joe Licata picked off by DeAndre Scott. He goes all the way to the end zone, 37 yards for the score. 7-0 Akron up just 23 seconds into the game as Scott celebrates with his teammates there. They're happy to start off the game on a good note. Later on in the quarter, Buffalo commits another turnover. It's Cody Grice forcing the fumble and recovering it. The second turnover forced by the Zips in the game as they recover at their own 45-yard line. Running back Jordan Johnson, look at the jump pass, finding Matt Weiser, a 33-yard touchdown to tie the game at 7 with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. More action from the Bulls. This time it's Anthony Taylor, a huge hole on the right side. He scooters 57 yards all the way inside the red zone to the Akron 17-yard line, and that sets up another Buffalo touchdown. Licata finds Devin Campbell from 6 yards out. Buffalo goes up 14-7. The Buffalo offense continued to click in the second quarter. They fake the handoff up the middle, and Tony Daniel bursts around for a 21-yard touchdown run. Akron down 21-7 in the second quarter. Kyle Pohl zips a pass to Tyler Williams, a 22-yard gain to the Buffalo 35-yard line. Pohl at it again. This time, floats a pass to the left side for Andrew Pratt, an 18-yard reception, one of 9 Zips players to catch a pass. That sets up Robert Stein for a 33-yard field goal. He knocks it through to cut the Buffalo lead to 21-10. Licata had more in him, though. A touchdown toss to Jacob Martinez from 17 yards out. Buffalo led 27-10 after 2 quarters. Akron opened up the second half with the ball. Kyle Pohl Doesn't see anyone open. He runs ahead for a 7-yard gain to move the sticks. Then Jawan Chisholm with some nifty moves, breaking a few tackles, and he's right at the 10-yard line. That sets up 4th and goal from the 1, and Cody Grice caps off the drive with a touchdown run. Akron still trailed 27-17. Buffalo had an answer, though. Joe Licata, with plenty of time, steps up and fires a deep ball to Ron Willoughby for a 42-yard touchdown. Buffalo extends the lead to 34-17. Akron trailed 48-17 in the 4th quarter. Pohl finds Franson Bickley inside the 20-yard line. Then Kyle Pohl goes to the ground. Scampering all the way down to the 1-yard line. He thought he got in, but he was a little short. It didn't matter, though, because Jawan Chisholm takes the handoff, and he jumps into the end zone for a 1-yard touchdown run. Akron goes on to lose 55-24 at Buffalo. The Zips drop to 4-6 overall and 2-4 in MAC play after their 4th straight loss. Akron allowed 536 yards of total offense, including 310 rushing yards.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, we intercept ball for touchdown, go up 7-0. But I mean, after that, we didn't generate any offense for a couple of series, and the defense got pushed around. And after that, it was just they just whipped us. I mean, you can't say. I mean, they whipped us on both sides of the football, and that's one of those you're going to have to go out and analyze and look at your mistakes, but you're going to put that in behind you and go forward. The only way you can deal with that is just put that in behind you and go forward.
You know, a lot of plays we can talk about. The trick play late in the game or in the first half was really a stunner.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good play on their part. I mean, I think we hit that against somebody else where we didn't hit. We popped our tight end in a tackle position to hit a touchdown against Miami, I think, or somebody like that. It was a good call on their part. It was just one of those they put the Wildcat guy in, so you really play up on the Wildcat, and they did a good job of him dumping the pass off. So just a good play selection. But you know, coming out second half, we came out and scored, and then we gave up a couple personal fouls that led to their score, then a fumble led to their score. So we you know, whenever we got close, they just did what they had to do. We didn't play very well. I told the players we can't. We got to take a lot of guys. Got to take a lot of credit for that loss. Us coaches as well, not having our guys just not playing better than we did.
You know, you talked about that initial drive in the second half. I know it's always important for you to come out and play hard. Boy, it looked like emotionally he had turned it around after that touchdown in the first drive.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we needed to do. I mean, we got ourselves back in position to fight for this ball game. But then they come back. We have a couple personal fouls. They get a touchdown out of it. Then we fumble the next drive. They get a touchdown out of that, and they're back up further than they were when we got there. So again, they never quit. They never relented in their push against our defense. We couldn't stop their running game at all, and then offensively we were just playing catch up the whole time. We couldn't go deep. It was just short stuff, and we couldn't break anything long.
Coming up this week in Zips Athletics, Akron football plays its final home game when it hosts UMass on November 18th. The Zips are 4-6 and need to win to keep their bowl game hopes alive. Akron men's soccer travels to Columbus to battle Ohio State in the first round of the NCAA tournament on Thursday. The Zips beat the Buckeyes 3-1 in Columbus during the regular season back on September 24th. The Rifle team has a meet with Ohio State and NC State on Saturday. That wraps up this edition of Zips Weekly. We will not have a show next week because of Thanksgiving. Thanks so much for watching, and have a happy Thanksgiving. I'm David Suntup for GoZips.com.